What's up, YouTube? This is Dave here from Lost Save, and I'm going to be playing some Ninja Gaiden Black today. Be prepared for some long loading times. Keep in mind, I've been trying to play this game for a while now, and I've always been put off because I don't know if I'm going to get flagged for putting it up, because there was a disclaimer before the game even starts about something about copyrighted images or something like that. But I'm going to give it a shot, and if I get flagged, I'm going to yank it down. Who knows? First of all, there is going to be an epic loading screen before we even start. So this is your disclaimer for that. This is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I actually think it's quite possibly the best, like very best action game ever, and I don't think it's ever been topped. Some people might argue that Devil May Cry is better, but I'm not one of those people.
The Dragon Sword, another weapon protected by the dragon lineage since ancient times.
This is also a dope-ass katana, and I absolutely love how they went into the backstory for all this stuff. But it's funny how they went into all the backstory about the swords and things like that, but the actual story of the game's pretty incoherent, to say the least.
Of the dragon lineage. And now, the Dragon Sword is gripped firmly in the hands of young ninja Ryu Hayabusa.
And Ryu Hayabusa's a badass. Just saying. This is the loading screen I was talking about. This is going to be a fairly epic loading screen. Mostly because this game has a terrible time loading on the Xbox. And I'm actually playing on the Xbox 360 right now using the backwards compatibility. I'm really hoping that when this game comes out on the Xbox One, well, what I mean is I hope when they do the Xbox One backwards compatibility all the way to the Xbox, this is one of the games on the list. I'm hoping. I don't know if it actually will be. It really should be, though, because it's one of the best, I would say it's Xbox exclusive, but I actually think it was released on the PlayStation 3 after the fact as Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and then they did Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, which I actually have because Sigma 2 on the PlayStation 3 is actually way better than the original release of Ninja Gaiden 2 on Xbox, just in case anybody was wondering. And yes, this loading screen is still going on. I was not joking with how epic this loading screen is for the first level. But what's weird is the first level's loading screen is crazy long, but the second level, actually like any level after the first level, the loading screen is super quick. So I feel like it loads just a majority of the game in this first loading screen, and then the rest of it is later on, I guess. Like the rest, it just goes a lot quicker. Like you'll see right here, bam, and it's already done. One of the coolest intros ever. Just takes the guy out. I wish he would have decapitated him, but you know. Now keep in mind, this game was released, if my dates are correct, going on 15 years ago. I think it was released in 2003. Just let me get used to the controls here. I know I'm going the wrong way. I can't remember if there's any secrets. I'm going to try to find all the secrets, but I don't know how well that's going to do. It's also weird because this camera is like flip-flop reversed, and I don't think I can change it from here. I guess it's just something I'm going to have to get used to. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, what I mean by it's reversed is when I try to look left, I look right instead. It's really fucking weird.
A ninja must be able to fight.
Yeah. One of the things I loved about this game when it first launched was the fact that you can pretty much climb everything. There's a crazy amount of mobility that Ryu Hayabusa has when it comes to everything in the game. getting wrecked.
Do not.
Yes, I still remember most of the combos in this game, just due to straight up muscle memory. Like, I played the shit out of this game. I don't even know why I'm clicking on those. It doesn't matter. It kind of pisses me off that I broke that combo. In the first level, they do a great job of just giving you these, like, chump guys to really go to town on. But, like, the boss for this level is ridiculously difficult if you don't know what you're doing. I remember when I first worked at, the first time I played this game, I was actually working at Game Crazy. And for those of you who don't remember Game Crazy, that was, like, back in the day, they were, like, kind of an EB Games competitor, and they were attached to Hollywood Videos. And that was actually my first, like, I had jobs before that, but that was, like, my first real job. And I had been working there for about 2 or 3 months. Oh, shit. When this game had come out. Because I think I started working there if I'm correct, which I'm pretty sure I am, the November before this game was released. And this game came out on... I'm going to be wrong here, and I'm not going to Google it. I'm just going to go with it. I believe this game came out on March, like, 3rd or 4th of 2000... No, actually, this game actually came out in 2004. So, it's about 13 years old. Ah, I corrected myself. I'm pretty sure it was March 3rd of 2004. I'm gonna check, and like, if I do another continuation of this, I'll correct myself. But I'm almost 90% sure that's when the game was released. If not, it was definitely like that first week of March at some point in time. But yeah, this was like the first game that I was like super stoked when it came out when I was working at a game store. And it had no like midnight launch or anything like that. It was just... It was what it was. It came out. I was stoked about it because I've been like a Ninja Gaiden fan for years. Like, we're talking since the Nintendo era. I loved those games. They were so fucking difficult, but so good. And I was hoping they would do the same thing with the Xbox version, and luckily they did. Like, this game is... Like, right now I'm just like going to town on these guys because these guys are like chumps. But later on, this game gets extremely difficult. And this is actually Ninja Gaiden Black, which is the re-release of Ninja Gaiden that came out a bit later and added a bunch of stuff in it. And I love all versions of this game. The original version was cool because you actually could unlock the first 3 Ninja Gaiden games if you found all the secret... Like, I think they're golden scarabs. Yeah, they're golden scarabs. If you find all the secret golden scarabs, you can actually unlock the first 3 Ninja Gaiden games that were on the NES. This one kind of is different. It lets you unlock the arcade game of Ninja Gaiden, which, in my opinion, is nowhere near as good. But it's still pretty cool. But the big draw of this game was, like, I want to say it's like a 50-level, almost endurance challenge that they have built into the game after you complete it. And on this save file, I actually haven't even beaten the game. Because I believe the last time I beat this game was on the original Xbox, when I had an actual Xbox console. I no longer do, that's why I'm playing on the 360. Again, like I said, like, if you play this game right now, like, let's say you were to just, like boot it up and start playing it. I make this shit look easy because I've played the shit out of this game. Like, I played this game... I probably put more hours into this game than most people put into MMOs. Just because I like it so much. It's just an enjoyable game to me. I like the difficulty. I like everything about it, to be honest. But if you were to just load it up today, there's something you slowly learn as you play, and that's the fact that, like, you have to anticipate things not being on the screen, because the camera, if you look at what I'm doing right now, the camera's not very good. Now, it's not to say it's, like, horrible, but you definitely have to learn how the camera works. Like, you have to keep resetting with the R trigger, or just anticipate where enemies are going to be before they're actually there, or before you actually see them. It takes a bit of practice to be able to do that, but once you do, you can really do some seriously cool shit in this game, or people will watch you play and be like, how the hell did you do that? And the reason for it is you just learn, you adapt. If the camera's not good, you adapt to the camera. I don't want to say this is back in the old school days where that's just like, oh man, the games are so difficult, you know, you just had to fucking learn to do it. No, it's nothing like that. It's just because this was definitely around the time that games started becoming easier. But this game, like, went against the grain. It wanted to be extraordinarily difficult. It gave you control over the camera angle, where other games like Devil May Cry kind of had a more static camera angle, so you can see the entire room. This one really doesn't do that. Oh, I didn't even know there was an elixir there. Actually, I can't believe I forgot that. I normally remember everything, but yeah, so the camera, it takes a bit to get used to. Just put it that way. Like this room in particular, the camera can be a pain in the ass because I can't see that white ninja right now. I know he's there, but I fucking can't see him. Oh shit. That's another issue. Like, if you leave certain rooms, the game actually resets. Like, it resets the room itself. It kind of sucks. I'm just doing this for a little bit of extra cash, because those yellow orbs count kind of as upgrade material cash stuff. And you need that, because if you upgrade the dragon swords or any of the other weapons in the game, you actually get better combos and things like that. And once you get the Azuna drop, the game pretty much goes into easy mode. I'm also going to be that guy who, like, points out differences between the original game and Black, because there are some major differences in the original Ninja Gaiden on Xbox and what they did with Ninja Gaiden Black. The main one being they nerfed the Azuna drop by kind of tweaking. Did I grab that? Yeah, okay. By kind of tweaking the enemies later on in the game, so that way they were kind of more resilient to the Azuna drop. Because the Azuna drop broke the game. Like, if you play the original Ninja Gaiden and you master how to use the Azuna drop, it straight up breaks the game. Because you can just Azuna drop every average size enemy. So besides like the large ones, or the ones that have like really weird, like larger hitboxes or anything like that, you could just Azuna drop them. Fuck their day up. There's nothing they can do about it. And this later on, by the time you unlock the Azuna drop, you're already fighting enemies that are immune to it. So it makes things quite a bit harder. And then if you play on even harder difficulties, it gets even worse. Because harder difficulties, the enemies get exponentially more difficult. Sorry for being a little quiet. I'm just trying to concentrate a little bit. I really miss Ninja Gaiden. I was hoping like hell that at one of these E3s in the past few years, somebody would just come out and be like, Ninja Gaiden's coming back on Xbox as an exclusive. That would have been fucking genius. But they didn't. I mean, look at the game itself. The graphics on this game are spectacular considering how old it is. Like, the game's in widescreen, native. The character models are for the most part pretty good. This one in particular tends to be a little bit blockier, like you could tell with his arms and stuff, but character models are solid. The texture work is great. I honestly have no fucking idea how they got this to run on in Xbox, in original Xbox, what they did. So when I first started working at Game Crazy and this game came out, this was the boss that nobody could beat. Like, people would buy this game and return it because they could not figure out how to beat this boss. And honestly, it's just a game of tactics and patience. You wait for an opening, and then you hit. That's all you have to do. Like right here, I'm actually being kind of aggressive when I don't need to be. Because he can just grab me out of most of my attacks. The trick is you have to be like, you have to kind of like goad him into attacking you, so you can just roll out of the way. Oh shit. I'm gonna use this to up my health bar. Before I forget, I have spirit elixirs just in case. See, that like roll is a pain in the ass because he can hit you out of it and it fucking hurts. And you can also do that. Alright, I'm gonna be a little bit of a chump right now and use an elixir of spiritual life. Oh man, I can't hit him right now. See, this is the issue people are having. Like, he's such a difficult opponent because he blocks so frequently. And he dodges everything. Like, look at this battle. I don't know when the last time I did damage to him was, but it was a while ago. There we go. The good part is I don't need to actually kill him. Oh, shit. I just need to get his health low enough. There we go. Like one more hit should do it. Yeah, there we go. And that's a Yane from Dead or Alive, for those of you who don't know. It kind of upsets me that like this game's so hard to find now. Like, try finding the original Ninja Gaiden Sigma on even PS3, and it's such a pain in the ass. And this game's, in my opinion, this game is infinitely better than Ninja Gaiden 2. Both versions of Ninja Gaiden 2.
And what of the sister blade, the Dark Dragon? Has he left you in charge of protecting it as well?
It remains in the village under the protection of my father's clan. They will ensure that the sword remains untouched. Its dark power sealed.
It is a shame that such a sword must go untouched, such power unused. Alas, I am not of the dragon lineage. The sword is not of my concern.
It is cool that in future games they do let you play as Ayane, and she's actually pretty cool. Like, she's a fun character to use.
The Hayabusa village. Mastered you.
Dun dun dun. Fire at the village. And that is going to end chapter 1. I'm definitely going to continue to play. I want to finish this game again because it's been so long since I played it. I want to know what my ranking was. Ooh, I was a head ninja. Not bad. Not bad. I've definitely done better on that level. So yeah, so if you want to keep watching, make sure you like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be releasing more because I've been on a bit of a hiatus, but I'm back now, and I want to start doing pretty much daily Let's Plays and videos of games that I enjoy. I tend to not do what's popular. Like right now, Destiny 2 is the most popular thing in the world, and I just feel like playing Ninja Gaiden because, in my opinion, it's a better game. So if you like watching my stuff, make sure you like and subscribe to these videos, and you'll see more. There's also a little notification icon that you can click in case you want to be able to watch all of my stuff as soon as it comes out. So hopefully I'll see you next time, and have a good one.